Hey, what's going on? It's Miles here. And if you run a home services business, then there's a good chance that this one stat is silently bleeding revenue from your business every single day. Now, according to a recent study, the average home services business answers only 65% of their inbound calls. And so that means that one out of every three potential customers gets nothing but a dial tone. And 87% of those missed calls are not leaving a voicemail. They're just going to call the next provider in the list. And not only that, but each one of those missed calls could be over $400 in lost revenue. And that doesn't account for the lifetime value of the customer. Also, that's just during regular business hours. So what happens, at nights and weekends and the evenings, over holidays, that's thousands of dollars in lost revenue gone every single month. So let's actually break down what's happening here. Somebody thinks to themselves, okay, I need my driveway pressure washed or my roof or my solar panels or exterior cleaning or whatever the home service is, right? They go online, they look up pressure washer near me or painting company near me. They find your business in Google, they call, and nobody picks up because you're out on a job site, with your hands full. So the customer probably is going to just call the next, provider or pressure washing company in the list. Now, I know what you're thinking. Can't I just hire someone to answer the phone? Well, you absolutely can. But unfortunately, your staff can't be in two places at the same time. Not only that, but they're not exactly the hungriest salespeople in the pack. They also get sick, they burn out, and they do have to be trained, every time you make a new hire for new staff. And they cost $3,000 to $5,000 per month per new hire. Now, what about answering services, right? Well, the unfortunate reality of an answering service is that oftentimes they have long hold times, right? And they're working with multiple clients. So therefore, they don't really have a solid idea of how your specific works and how your operation runs. Now, if we explore the other options, of course, you could have the callback queue where people leave a voicemail, but oftentimes you're playing phone tag if they leave a voicemail in the first place, and they're likely already moved on to the next provider in the list, right? If you missed the call, they're moving on to the next person. You could always go for automated texts, but those are usually just vague, canned responses, which can definitely drop the ball on higher value jobs. And then you have online booking pages, right? Like show someone a calendar, they book online, but that's pretty much just having customers clicking through several forms and filling out, pages and clicking on links before they can actually schedule, a request or quote. But all that extra friction causes a lot of drop off. So the hard truth is that of all of these fixes still make your team chase after the customer. They will only work if the customer, has the patience for it, and therefore they often fall apart outside of regular business hours. So the truth is, it's not your team. It's not their fault. It's the system. The modern customer wants instant answers 24/7. No friction, no waiting, no phone tag, callback requests, and definitely no forms. So for the last 2 years, we've secretly been testing AI systems that have been able to call, text, and follow up with customers. And back then, it was almost good enough, right? But in 2025, this technology is finally here. So we went ahead, and what we did is we built a fully autonomous AI receptionist that calls, texts, books, and follows up with customers and never sleeps. It answers 100% of the calls, 100% of the time. Even if 5 or 10 people call at the exact same second, it can handle all of those calls simultaneously. It works after hours, works on weekends and holidays. It speaks 40 different languages, and it's outperforming humans day after day. Not only that, but it easily integrates with your scheduling software or your project management software, and can even handle complex pricing and service questions. It's like hiring a $70,000 a year staff member who never calls in sick, never asks for a raise, and costs a fraction of the price. This is the exact system that brought Caleb from Property Wash in Paradise from $194,000 a year to over $445,000 during our first 8 months working together. This added an extra $250,000 in projects to his top line revenue. Not only that, but he also increased his average job value from around $400 to over $1,500 per job. And Caleb is on track to clear $800,000 here in 2025. That's over 4 times his original revenue in less than 2 years, all without spending all day chasing, leads and customers and playing phone tag. This system also helped him go from having 1 crew to 5 crews while reducing his time out in the field from 90% to now it's just 20%. And his goal is to get that down to just 10% field time. So let's now go back to that customer journey. Now, instead of a missed call, they get picked up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They get to speak to your AI, receptionist, and an appointment is booked for them to review their quote with someone on your team. All that leads to more revenue coming in for your business, more jobs getting booked. So now that you have your AI receptionist, missing calls is now a thing of the past. So now the question remains, what are you going to do with all of this extra money that you're making? Which brings me to the automated system that allows pressure washing and exterior cleaning and home services businesses to see the results that they have never been able to experience before. And that is our AI lead conversion system. Now, using this system, we're not only able to take the inbound calls of calls coming in, they're going to be answered 100% of the time, but we're also able to make outbound motions to reactivate your old list of, past customers to get them to book another job, or maybe your list of people who expressed interest but never moved forward with a quote. And we can use that revenue to reinvest in your business and run advertising and book even more appointments for your business. Now, this is all done through our AI system that is able to book appointments directly into your calendar. And of course, all you have to do is show up for those calls, review the quotes with the customers, and book them into your field calendar. I want to make one thing clear. We're not here to replace your current staff. We're not here to replace you as the owner in your company. We're here to make your team and yourself instantly more effective by giving you and your team 20 to 30% of their time back, which allows you and your team to focus more on making the customer interactions and doing the actual work, which ultimately improves your customer experience and helps you get more reviews, which we can help with as well. As soon as you start to see the notifications come in of all of these phone appointments being booked for you to review the quotes with your new customers, as soon as you start seeing that the follow-up is all being taken care of and that each lead that comes in is qualified, they're in your service area and they're already prepared on their address and the service offering that you provide. It's at that moment you're going to realize that the future of home services AI scheduling is here. The pressure washing and exterior cleaning and home services companies that are using this technology are growing consistently, and the companies that are ignoring it are falling behind. Now, there are 2 things you're going to need to do after watching this video. Number 1 is call the number below to talk with our AI receptionist. And if you haven't talked with a premium AI receptionist before, you'll be blown away. Number 2 is to scroll down and book a free strategy session with someone on our team. We'll analyze your current lead flow and we'll show you exactly where you're losing money. Once you've done that, you can scroll down, you can see the frequently asked questions below, the most frequently asked questions and the answers that we get asked the most. And lastly, a quick disclaimer. So we get over 100 inquiries per month to join our AI lead conversion system. And so because of this, we're limited to just 1 home services company per city. So book now before your spot is taken. We'll only work with the people that we know that we can help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the inside.